but when I got back and had a look at the temperature, it was 3.5 degrees then, so it was pretty cool out there, and it was lovely to get in front of the log fire, Richard. Anyway, enough from me at the moment. I'll put it to Ray if he's copying me. TAX G4ZWA, the pre-radio tonight. TAX G4ZWA. Yeah, you came right up there, Ray, 5859, and you'd taken a dip, and I lost you on your previous over. So I wonder if Richard's copying you, Ray. Foxtrot 4 Whiskey Charlie Delta G4ZWA. G4ZWA with EA7VPG. Foxtrot 4 Whiskey Charlie Delta. Right back, and I can hear Ray in there, and I can recognize the accent. I can't make out any words, it's just like a piggy, with the QRM here. And that's a great city. Now the demolishing was the wall. Not completely, just the plaster and mortar, and they've been covered with cardboard. And there are a lot of big strips of wood screwed to the wall. All that's come off. And where the sink had been plastered in, that's all out. And I really wanted to find out where the pipework went so that I could see the stuff. Because we're swapping over the position of the stove and it looks like it's not going to be Charlie Delta from G4 Zulu Whiskey Alpha with Ray sat on the side. Ray's going to sit on the side and hope things improve a little bit, Richard. So fingers crossed they do. Sometimes it's quite surprising, isn't it, how things change. Let's hope it goes the right way. Okay, on the kitchen work and the wood and the pipe work and swapping over the stove and the sink, that sounds like a good task for you. That'll keep you out of mischief, Richard. And I'm sure the foreman's keeping an eye on you as well. So you obviously do your own plumbing. I do our plumbing as well. I can't remember the last time we had a plumber in. I really can't. When you're hard up with a mortgage and children, it starts you off on a good course there, Roger. But I've quite enjoyed doing the bits and pieces I have done anyway, and it's not been a disaster up to now anyway. Of course, I wouldn't touch anything if we had gas or anything like that. It's too dangerous, but of course no gas out here with oil central heating, and that keeps working anyway. It's been pretty good. Right, it's got to 25 past. I'll put it back to you, Richard, and maybe you'll have a listen for somebody else joining us after you're over, because I'm sure they won't be hearing me, or I feel sure they won't be hearing me anyway. Foxtrot 4 Whiskey Charlie Delta in the pre-radio internet from G4ZWA. G4ZWA. F4WCD right back. And jolly good copy, steady 59+10 with me, George. Well, yeah, I've been through that phase in my life, not only 3 of them at high school, but 3 of them simultaneously at university. And that's when the balance sheet went south, so I got reinforced into doing not only plumbing, but electrics, building, and everything else as well. But you know, to retire active, I think is one of the finest things you can do. So later on in life, I kept going like that for a number of reasons, but one of the main ones was the security situation where I was living deteriorated, and you don't let builders into your house, because within a very short space of time they case the job, and probably not them, but somebody else they tipped off. They paid you a visit. And then when we got to France, I bought the first property in 2001, had a couple of jobs done. We're nearly knocked out of orbit by the cost of labour here, and how poor quality it was for casual jobs. The artisans are absolutely world class here, but for DIY type stuff, you best do it yourself. So that spans the 53 years that I haven't lived in the United Kingdom. And the other bit of news is I got my new passport today. I applied for it online. No documents other than sending the passport back to the UK. And the whole process has taken just 2 weeks and a bit. So I'm very, very impressed on the procedure. And full marks to the Home Office to get something right. Nobody says thank you these days, but I did fill out a questionnaire and commended them on such good effort. G4ZWA, Foxtrot Whiskey Charlie Delta, over. Yeah, nothing heard here anyway, Richard. Foxtrot Whiskey Charlie Delta from G4ZWA. Okay, the passport as well. Hope you took a good photo. It'll have to last you for 10 years, won't it? So, dear, I'm certainly not getting any better looking on mine. We'll put it that way. Okay, on all the work as well there. And I've never really done any welding. I had one attempt and I could make holes in the metal quite easily. But it's a thing I should like to have been able to do if I'd had the facilities and time to practice it. I certainly I could see myself doing some welding. But to be a good welder, it takes practice, I think. You've got to know what you're doing. Right, now was there anything else to say? Ray, I wonder if Ray's hearing us any better now. It's nearly 5:30 as well, Richard, so I'll just take a standby. Ray, are you copying okay now? Do you want to come back in? If not, say nothing. GIAX, G4ZWA. Yeah, no problems at all. You're 5 and 9 plus on that over Ray, so we'll keep our fingers crossed. And if I hear any more G stations, we'll certainly call you in, Ray. Right, this is G4ZWA in the pre-radio internet. Is anybody else wishing to join us? If so, please call now.
Door 4, Fox India.
Yeah, okay, Nick got you, nice and strong. G4FI. Anybody else?
Echo Alpha 7, Victor Papa Golf.
Echo India, was that something Papa Golf from G4ZWA?
Okay then, thank you, George. Yeah, the phone call, Echo Alpha 7, Victor Papa Golf, EA7VPG, George, give us out.
Yeah, okay, yeah, got you. Echo Alpha 7, Victor Papa Golf, that's fantastic. Very good evening to you, and I've forgotten your handle over.
Okay then, George, yeah, the name is Neil, November Echo India Lima, November Echo India Lima, and the GTH is in Malaga, George, and you are at 5 and 8, and Richard Foxtrot 4, Whiskey Charlie Delta, he was 5 and 7, and I just could hear Ray in the background there, QSL.
Yeah, QSL Neil, very good evening to you. Welcome to the Old Timers Net. This is about to, I might as well do it now. We have a net on this frequency every Thursday evening. It's not been very successful just lately because of conditions, but it's the Radio Amateurs Old Timers Association, and we're about to start that. So I'm going to change my call sign from the call sign, from my own call sign, to the call sign of Radio Amateurs Old Timers Association, which is Golf 2 Oscar Tango, and we've got one or two on the list. Anyway, conditions have been pretty awful just lately. Any other joiners, please call now. Right, we'll go to the top then and see how we get on. Ray, did you copy Neil when he called in? VIATAX G2 Oscar Tango? Golf India 8 Tango Alpha X-ray from Golf 2 Oscar Tango. Okay, Ray. Yeah, I did recognise Neil's call sign when he called in, but I couldn't remember his name. Nice to have you call in again anyway, Neil. Richard, I wonder if you was hearing Neil all right. Foxtrot 4 Whiskey Charlie Delta from Golf 2 Oscar Tango.
Golf 1 Hotel, Quebec Echo.
Got your card.
Okay, G2OT Fox 4W with the Radio Amateur Old Timers Association net, and yes, I copied Neil very well, 5-9. Thank you, Neil, for the 5x7 from Malaga. And yes, Ray came up with it. He was quayside with me. I had to pull a few knobs to exclude all the tremor around him. So I'm certainly leading Ray Q5 now. So, and trying to get into the G4 Hotel Quebec Echo. I've had a philosophy all my life that if a job needed doing, I will try to find it. And I was thinking of trying to do it. That has played off, I think, over their lifetime. Not much I can't tell. And the only thing, talk about welding, I used to be managing director of a certain famous welding company. As a result of that, I got a lovely wire feeder green-face welder. If I stumbled through it, sunlight, it's a habit. And in the event of one of muscle together, you can do it. But my brother, far exceeds my ability in the road. He's national champion for the last time. Impressively, taking it 2 years running. And the frame of his grass track bike has been put together by him from scratch, so that's confidence for you. And the beautiful work he does in aluminium, I can't even come close to that. So there we are. But I can turn my hand to most things. And this week, of course, it's now the kitchen. There we are. Last week it was radios, and I had a tremendous success on the VMARS AM net on Saturday morning, last Saturday. There were 18 stations on frequency, and the other 17 all gave me reports. And the lowest report was 5x7. The control station was 761 kilometers from my GTH in the Netherlands. And he gave me a report of 5.9++2. And the radio was a 1956. That's it. Delta X-ray 100 Bravo. So I thought I'd had a good radio on the top there. I'll put that down.
Okay, Richard. Yeah, sorry about the delay. F4 Whiskey Charlie Delta from G2 Oscar Tango. Hope that you can hear me okay. I've swapped radios over. There's a very difficult copy on the other one. I find this one easier when it's very noisy conditions. Check I'm not doubling. Yeah, okay. On to you then, Nick. A very good evening to you and welcome to the very small net G4FI G2 Oscar Tango.
Yes, the G2ZWA. This is a G4FI. Well, George, difficult job tonight. Running the net 4 conditions. Similar this morning, really. Big USB URN, and there's obviously some CW in the background. They're quite weak. Some funny noises as well going with that also. Richard from F4WCD. Richard, well, your readability with me was 1, possibly 2 at the best. Very difficult. Ray, again, Ray, readability 2 to 3 with me at the best. And Echo, I think, Papa Golf, Neil, yeah, your readability about 2 to 3. So, not the best of conditions tonight there, George. As it was yesterday evening on the another net I was on in the evening, very poor as well. Certainly wasn't very good for local contacts. But you're affirming through, George, as usual, 5859 signal tonight there. But obviously sometimes going over the 59 plus also. Won't hold it too long for the first, but look, I'll make sure there's a pile up of people waiting to get in tonight. So G2OT, G4FI, membership number 1652.
Yeah, okay, Nick, G4FI from G2OT. Okay, there's a couple more stations to go. There's Neil and then Clive. So then we'll ask for any further joiners. And it'll be fingers crossed. So, Echo Alpha 7, Victor Papa Golf, from Golf to Oscar Tango, over.
Okay, Golf to Oscar Tango, Echo Alpha 7, Victor Papa Golf, thank you, George. Yeah, a little bit of a struggle tonight down here on the Costa del Sol. It's not as good as what it was the last time that was on there. Well, before the summer was the last time that was on there. But Richard is holding on quite well there. Thank you, Richard, for my 5 and 9. He was about 5 and 7 on the last one. But there is
Oscar Tango, okay. No problems at all with your signal. You're 5 and 9 plus all the time, so that's great. It really is great. No, not to have to struggle. Clive, you're next, but you weren't awfully strong with me, so fingers crossed. G1 Hotel Quebec Echo. We missed you this morning from G2OT.
Yeah, Golf Oscar Tango, Toyota, G1HQ Echo George. Well, hopefully you can hear me anyway. I can hear you. Not too much of a problem, but a lot of noises on the frequency at the moment, or round about there anyway. But I heard everybody so far. GI8TH, good evening, Ray. Hopefully you can hear me, matey. I don't know if you can or not. Should be able to, I think. Fox 4 Whiskey Charlie Delta, Richard, good evening, matey. Nice to hear you. You're usually good, strong signal, mate, 9+. Nick, G4FI, good evening, matey. And EA7VPG, I believe it is, George, I'm not certain, but 9+. But I didn't get a name. I wonder if you can let us know what the name of the gentleman is. But I can hear him anyway. And good evening to him. I think it's the first time I actually spoke to you, so there we go. Yeah, band condition very, very bad. And this morning I was rather busy in the garden. Had a chap come down to pull out the tree. And I was out there this morning helping him, and I totally forgot the time, didn't I? It was about 12:30 when I suddenly thought, oh blast, I've missed the net. And I'm supposed to be running it. Well, I understand Eric run it. He rang me up later on in the, what was left of the morning, and he explained what happened and told me everything that happened. So he was quite chuffed. He was actually using the SDR to hear people on. But at least he managed to run the net, which is good news. It's nice to know some of us can hear him if you have to use SDR. But yeah, I had a call from him, so I know it actually went ahead. So that was good news. George, thanks for running that, matey. Very, very difficult times, but we'll keep plodding on. Top to Oscar Tango, G1HQE, over.
Yeah, G1HQE from G2 Oscar Tango. Okay, Clive, and yeah, you've come up a lot. You're at least 5 and 9 on that over, whereas when you called in initially, I could just make you out. So have a listen if there's any further joiners. Please call now.
Adrian called in, George.
All right, I'll put Adrian down then. Right, we're bottom of the list. Would you like to take a quickie, Adrian? M08BY G2 Oscar Tango.
Adrian, over to you.
Oh, sorry. And yeah, I can tell Adrian's there, but I wouldn't know it was him. Not enough information there, but good evening to Adrian, if you can hear me. Right, so we'll go back up to the top, and fingers crossed for another rundown. GI8TAX, G2 Oscar Tango.
very cold. Couldn't hold it here at the weather. So at the ground over here it says 124 degrees. You can see 5.4 miles per hour wind from the southeast. And the barometric pressure is 1019 meters. No rain, but I think for the weekend we're in for a bad day and probably wet and windy here, or windy weekend out to the east.
Okay, right. Golf India 8, Tango Alpha X-ray from Golf to Oscar Tango, and I didn't hear you at all at the beginning of that over, and then you came up when you said temperature there was 7 degrees. We've only got 3 here at the moment, Ray, so make the best of it, mate. Okay, right, on to you then, Richard. Foxtrot 4 Whiskey Charlie Delta from Golf to Oscar Tango.
Yes. Unfortunately, mine is 2833. Very good evening to you, Adrian. 5-9 plus 10 and GSP down to a medium plus 5. Lovely transmission from Nick. 5x7. That's for my information. Round she comes to you, George. The net is coming together. I think short propagation is improving. G4ZWA, as you were. Golf 2, Oscar Tango, in Hong Kong. F4 Whiskey Charlie Delta, 70 kilometers northeast of Bordeaux. Over.
Yeah, okay, Richard. Fox 4 Whiskey Charlie Delta from Golf to Oscar Tango. Yeah, that's a good question for Adrian. I've got a rough idea. I think he probably looks after the almonds, but that's wrong, no doubt. And it would be nice for him to give an explanation of exactly what he gets up to. I think he looks after people's well-being, etc., or something like that. Anyway. Right, Nick, here she comes again. Golf 4, Fox India from Golf 2 Oscar Tango.
Yes, Golf 2 Oscar Tango there, George. This is G4FI. Well, good evening to those who've joined the net since my last over. Good evening, Clyde, G1HQE, Clyde. Hope you and wife are okay. I couldn't hear any of your over, Clive. The best readability was about 1, but that didn't last long, which is most unusual. You're a very strong signal with me. I think what George is most probably receiving better, because George, G4ZWA, a lot higher in land-wise than we're much flatter here, being in the lower part of the Lincolnshire here. So, but you're higher up than me, so possibly you're hearing what I can't hear. And good evening to Adrian at M0ABY, Adrian. Couldn't hear you at all, Adrian, again, which is unusual, but not a lot we could do about it. There was some very, very weak CW and cricket noises in the background. Possibly someone wants to be noted there. But other than that, well, it's a real struggle tonight. But you're
Fox India from Golf to Oscar Tango. Okay there, Nick, and the location here, we are a lot higher than you, and I've got a half-wave dipole up, which it does a good job. It's sort of resonant on this band, whereas you've probably got a doublet. I'm not sure, you'll have to tell us what your antenna is, Nick, on your next over. Right, on to Neil then, and it's lovely having you with us this evening. So here she comes, Echo Alpha 7, Victor Papa Golf from Golf to Oscar Tango.
Okay, thank you, George. Golf to Oscar Tango, EA7VPG returning. But you're the strongest one of the lot there, George. Your half-wave dipole is doing very, very well indeed. That's exactly what I've got here is a half-wave dipole, about 80 feet, and I'm running about 600 watts or thereabouts. I don't know if you guys are experiencing the same thing, but I've got this annoying carrier. It's like a continuous carrier wave right on the right-hand side of the frequency that we're on. So I'm really struggling. It's coming and going. I don't know if anybody else is hearing it, but it's making it a hard copy with some of the guys there. But going back to you, Clive, G4ZWA, I can only echo what George said. 1 minute you wasn't there, but by heck, you really came up strong towards the end there, Clive. A good solid 5 and 9 on the end of your over there. So I don't know what happened, but it was certainly a good copy there. Nick in Boston, I can hear you there, and you're not Q5 with me, but I can hear most of your copy there, but when you do come through, you're about a 5 and 6, Nick. And right, who else we got there? Adrian M0 ABY, no copy at all on that one. And Ray up in Northern Ireland there, GI8TAX. In the clear, George, I was getting about 50% of your over there with George. But George, you're the strongest one of the lot there, no problems at all. George, could I just ask you a quick question there? What was the 40 meter net like this morning? The reason why I asked for it, I may give it a bash next week, over.
We was on 80 this morning because of conditions. We didn't hear any intergy at all on 40. It was lots of QSB this morning. I didn't do too bad, but signals are coming and going. Not as bad as this evening, but similar sort of thing there. Neil, over.
G4ZWA.
Okay then, George, did you pass it back to me, over?
Yeah, I did, Neil. Go ahead.
G4ZWA. Thank you, George. Okay then, well, thanks for the information there. I'll give that a bash next week. It's strange you mentioned 40 metres. I had a sked last night with G4ZWA up in Wick, and just no copy at all on 40, but we had quite a long QSO on 80 metres, so 80 metres seems to be the instinct at the moment. So I'll get logged in next Thursday and just see what we can do in the daylight hours there. So that's my report so far, George. On to Oscar Tango, EA7VPG.
Okay, well, Alpha 7 Victor Papa Golf to Oscar Tango. Great stuff, Neil. Right, on to you then, Clive. Hope you're as strong as last time. G1 Hotel Quebec Echo G208.
Golf to Oscar Tango, Toyota. Okay, mate. We've got some silly person tuning up or something, just putting a carrier up on there, some unknown reason. I don't know what for. Surely he can hear the band, the frequencies in use, but there you go, somebody can't. But, yeah, okay, George, it's quickie though. George, back to you, matey. What is the name of EA7, George, over?
Oh, so it's Neil. November Echo India Lima. I hope I spelled it right, Clive. Over.
Neil, okay, mate, thanks. I've got his course on, I could hear him, no problems, but nobody gives out names. Okay, good evening, Neil. Anyway, excellent signals, we're 9+, matey, so no problems at all with you. Adrian, no problems at all with you either, as long as you don't get these, all this noise. We've got a constant buzz, I think what Richard was saying, or someone saying anyway, that got a continuous buzzing on the particular frequency. But yeah, it was nice to know this morning works alright, and yes, it's supposed to be on 40, but 9 times out of 10 we now end up on 80 as Thursday mornings, but to say, I do apologise, I missed it. But there we go, I gather I wasn't the only one. Ted didn't come on, Walt didn't come on, and somebody else didn't come on who normally comes on, so perhaps it was rather noisy this morning, and they were having problems. Oh, Dave didn't, that's right, ZPF. So perhaps it was noisy band and they couldn't hear properly. But there we go, never mind. Anyway, it's pretty chilly up here, George, almost like your end, mate, but it's cold. It's freezing out there today while I was working. I was actually doing some work today, helping the chap with the tree, getting the branches up and put them on his vehicle and all that sort of stuff, you know. And that was quite nice doing that. Makes change a bit of manual work for a change rather than in the head, you know. So, anyway, got that all done now, so hopefully when conditions get better, hopefully the antenna won't be quite so suppressed with the tree, with the willow tree it was near enough tangled in with at times. But there we go. Okay, George, put it back to you, mate. And I will sign off. It's not that warm in here, and the bank conditions is not very clever, so I'm going to go back indoors to keep warm, because I do have a bit of a cold, and don't want to give it to the wife again. Cheers, George. Thanks for running there, matey. Nice to hear you on, and nice to hear everybody else on, by the way. Ray, TAX, that is, with Richard, Fox4, and FI, Nick, if you can hear me, Neil, I know you can, and Adrian. 7-3's all. Over to you, George. Golf Oscar Tango, Ryota, G4HQ, over.
Yeah, Golf 1 Hotel Quebec Echo from Golf Oscar Tango. Yeah, okay, Clive, I've struck you off the list, and you're forgiven for this morning. At least I forgive you for this morning. Hope to speak to you soon. Say hello to good lady, and hope you're looking after the dog okay, giving him plenty of bones, etc. After all, it's nearly Christmas. 7-3 for now then, Clive. Before you disappear, Clive, maybe Adrian hear me, maybe not. I'm going to put it on to Adrian. I'm not copying him very well at all. M0ABY from G2OT. G0RGB.
G2OT. G2OT, sorry, G2OT, M0ABY.
Thank you, Peter.
Yeah, George. Well, I heard Richard, F4WCD, I think he gave me a report, and I can hear Clive. Clive is the strongest, really. But I've got about almost 30 S points of noise here. It really is quite amazing. Whether it's man-made or from heaven, I don't know what it is, but it's not easy at all. But thank you for calling me in. If you can hear me, I'll put it back to you. G2OT 0ABY.
Yeah, M0ABY from G4ZWA. Yeah, 100%, Adrian. Very good evening to you. I did put a 4 here in the left-hand column, but it certainly went up to a 5 there. And I heard Peter call in, but not awfully strong. So if you can hear me, Peter, G0 red, green and blue, please take it over from G2OT.
Yeah, G2OT and G0 RGB. How do we change people to these spaces between? Everybody's passing it backwards and forwards like a rocket. It was that Scottish station called in just. Good evening, George. I won't hold it. I think it's pretty pointless, to be quite honest. It's somewhat noisy. I'm hearing all stations on the South Sea there, but there's a lot of noise. I mean, my noise level is an S9 plus at least 5 dB, so it's not easy down here. I'm just for a short while, George. You better sign me out. I wish everybody a very, very good evening. I was hoping you could pick up some new ones for the Jubilee Award, but thanks for running the net. G2OT, G0RGB.
G0RGB from G2OT. Okay, Peter. Can tell you there, that's a very difficult copy, and understand you're not staying. I will call you in next time just in case anyway, but appreciate your company this morning under such horrible conditions. Right, before we go to the top of the list, is there any further joiners to the Radio Amateurs Old Timers Association there? Either members or non-members, all are welcome. Please call now. No, very quiet. Ray, GI8 Tango Alpha X-ray from G2OT. GI8 TAX.
Evening, Brian.
Nothing heard. Richard, Fox4 Whiskey Charlie Delta.
Right. F4WCD back to the way open it. People don't leave where we're free. I'm talking with 5-9-4-10. 5-9 10. I think we've had a few or so for your Jubilee Award.
Yeah, I thought we
Brian, G4 called in as well. But I can't copy the call, and that's why I haven't mentioned it. And when you were changing transmitters, George, when I was telling you about my AM Express, on the Saturday morning net with 18 stations to work, 100. But anyway, I think you were what equipment people are using. So when we run down the net for the last time, please let us know what the Spanish people say your working conditions are. Without any deference to me. So it's the Fox Tango 101 Zulu Delta Mark 3 hybrid. With the Fox Lima 2100 Zulu, 300 watts into a tri-banded OBD. So that's the summary of the working conditions here. Alright, and really enjoyable that for me, because I am copying all stations.
Yeah, okay, Richard, Fox4 Whiskey Charlie Delta from Golf to Oscar Tango. Okay, and okay about you wishing to hear what people are running this evening. Well, I'm on the ICOM 756 Pro 3 at the moment, and as you know, I changed over to this one from my other radio, which is the K3, and I did that because this one's kind of on my ears when there's so much noise about. I do find the pitch of the instrument is less painful, let's put it that way. Okay, I will carry on and see how it goes. So it's down to you again then, Nick. Foxtrot, you've got me thinking everybody's in France now, Richard. Golf 4, Fox India from Golf to Oscar Tango.
Brian called in, George. Golf to Oscar Tango. Must be the air tonight, George, from G4FI. Well, conditions haven't improved. They've obviously deteriorated. No one air that I got in the full size G5 RV, which runs about, I don't know, about 25, 30 foot of a property, and then slopes down at 12, about 12 foot of each end, running north to south there, George. I can say Clive, but just about here, somebody out there, G1HQE Clive, very poor condition, haven't had agent at all, F0APY, and I just hear G4ZWA. Everyone else's signals are very similar before, obviously quite weak. There's obviously been some deliberate interference with some CW, various funny noises going on, which don't sound like interference or QSB or QRN noises. So that's the situation there. So hopefully things will improve the next time you have a net, and it does make life difficult for net controller there, George. I most probably make this my last over, as I've got things to do coming up for Christmas and still lots of cards to write, etc. But I will listen for a while and wish everyone well till we next go on air again there, George. And thanks for the net tonight under difficult conditions there. G4ZWA, G4FI.
G4FI from Golf to Oscar Tango. Okay, Nick, and yeah, well, it's not ideal conditions, Nick, but better than last time I had a go at it. Richard had to take over because I wasn't hearing anybody but him. So there we go. Anyway, I'll put a line to you. So you have a good week or however long it is before we talk to you again, and look after yourself, Nick. Right, on to you then, Neil. Echo Alpha 7, Victor Papa Golf, Golf to Oscar Tango.
Okay, Golf to Oscar Tango, Echo Alpha 7, Victor Papa Golf. Thank you, George. Yeah, just a final rundown. I'll make this my final over if you could, please. Clive, I think Clive's gone over the horizon there, but he was, like yourself, George, still a solid 5 and 9. And Richard, you've just gone up very slightly. You're 5 and 8, Richard. 5 and 8. And who's the other? Oh, yeah, Peter. Yeah, appreciate it, Peter. Your signal was pretty good with QRM there. I think Peter mentioned that he's got some horrendous QRM levels. So I hope he's copying me right now. G0 Radio Charlie Bravo. Adrian, yeah, got a good copy on your last over there. Very good indeed. Mike 0ABY. And Nick, G4FI. Your signals come up as well. You're 5 and 6 in the clear with good audio, but a little bit of QSB. And all notched on your antenna there. Full size G5RV and 25 feet or thereabouts. So I think that's about it from Malaga on the Costa del Sol tonight. We've got 16 degrees outside and a little bit of rain today, but back to the sun tomorrow. And I think it's getting pretty chilly back in UK, looking at the BBC weather forecast there. And George, yeah, the Icon Pro 3, it's strange when you look at different people. I had the Icon Pro 3 and I couldn't come to terms with it. I think the thing that left a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth was the proprietary RS232 interface on the back where I had to pay an extra, I think it was £65 for it, was it the CIV interface? Don't quote me on that. So anyhow, I got rid of that. I'm going back 12 years ago now. Instead I've had my FG1000D Mark 5 in, very, very pleased with it. And the state keeps chugging along quite nicely. So George, that's about it. I wish everybody 7-3 million thank you for the net tonight. As you say, I think a few of us are struggling right now with the QRM. It does seem to be getting worse on 8 meters. Well, fingers crossed things may be improving, and I look forward to logging in next week. So 7-3 all round. I'll just pass it back to you, George, for a final comment on many thanks for an internet. Golf to Oscar Tango, EA7VPG.
EA7VPG from Golf to Oscar Tango. Okay there, Neil. Envious of that 16 degrees. Certainly am. 3 degrees here at the moment. It's been a bit of a cool day. But there we go. Okay, on the Icon as well. Well, I got this one as a second set. I got the K3, and I had the chance of this one for a second set, and I tend to use it more than the K3 really. I've got the matching speaker with it and microphone, and I do like operating it. No complicated menus or anything like that. I just leave it set as it is and get on with the job. But there we are. Anyway, really do appreciate your company this evening, Neil. Hope you do it again before too long. And if we don't hear from you before the New Year, have a happy New Year, and of course a very happy Christmas to you and your family. Well, on to you then, Clive. G1 Hotel Quebec Echo from Golf to Oscar Tango. Sorry, he's gone. I can't read my own writing. Adrian, M0 Alpha Bravo Yankee from G4Z. Are you with us, Adrian? M0ABY. No, maybe Adrian went as well. Peter, if you're still with us, G0 Red, Green and Blue. G0 RGB.
Right, we're about to close the net. I'll have a very quick rundown to see anybody who's left. So back to the top. Ray, hope you can hear me. Golf India 8 Tango Alpha X-ray, G4ZWA for final.
Golf 4 Foxtrot Tango X-ray. Golf 4F called in.
Who was that?
Golf 4 Foxtrot Tango X-ray. G4FTX.
Yeah, oh, Jeff, Golf 4 Foxtrot Tango X-ray. I don't know if Jeff will hear me, but G4FTX, G2 Oscar Tango?
Yes, G2 Oscar Tango, this is Golf 4 Foxtrot Tango X-ray. I'm having to listen to everybody on X-ray tonight, but this is pretty awful. But I thought I'd just call in and wish everybody well. G2 Oscar Tango, G4FTX.
Here's the transmitting, George.
Yeah, okay, I thought he had. Yeah, good evening to you, Jeff, good evening. Nice to get you onto the log this evening. Very difficult conditions, Jeff, but many thanks for joining us this evening. We're having a final rundown now anyway, so here we go. GIATAX, if you're still with us, from G4Z. No, right, Richard, Foxtrot Whiskey Charlie Delta, G4Z.
G2OT Fox 4WCD. There was Brian called in, Golf Mike 4. Brian called in. Are you on frequency? Just give a call.
Sounds like he's gone away, Richard.
Yeah, I think it was too long an interval before calling him in. But anyway, Jeff, G4FTX, I'm reading is 5/7, and I do recall your visit to the museum. So very nice to hook up with you this evening. And Neil, I'm going to stay on frequency after the net, have 5 minutes chit-chat with you if you're going to stay around. Otherwise, I'll go QRT. But, Adrian didn't copy the requirement to expound on the duties of the almoner, but I will keep it on the wish list, and as we get closer to Christmas, he can let us know what he does. Peter, super signal from you. G0RGB, I'm sorry about your noise, but I think you need a loop antenna for receive. That's the only way to solve your problem. And not so much to tune in the signal, but to tune out the noise. That's something I'm going to do here, where I have on-channel QRM, but coming from a different direction. I think it's perfectly possible to filter out that sort of noise. And we get a lot from the east. So if I'm talking to you chaps in G-Land, it should be possible to filter it out 100%, even if it's on the same frequency. But more about that later. And for those who are still listening, I prefer radios that glow in the dark, and I'm not talking about the dial lamps, I'm talking about the filaments. Right, back to you, George, and I'm standing by to Neil at the end. G4ZWA, Fox 4WCD.
Yeah, Fox 4 Whiskey Charlie Delta, G4ZWA. Yeah, wish you all the best then, Richard, and appreciate your company this evening. Not many of us left. I thought I heard Adrian calling. Are you with us, Adrian? M0ABY, G2AT. No, Peter, G0 Red, Green and Blue, G2AT.
Please give Brian a call, GM4X2J. He's called in at just the time, George. See what you can get him, go ahead.
Yeah, you give him a call then, Peter, because I can't hear a whisper from him. Peter, go ahead.
Yeah, you're certainly over the line, George. Golf Mike 4 X-ray, Quebec, Juliet. Good evening, Brian. sorry that you got missed out there, but George is not copying you. We'll have to get him onto an SDR, that's what we'll have to do. He's got one, why don't we use it? G4ZWA, G4ZWA. Brian, unfortunately, my noise is absolutely horrendous. It's well over 9 tonight. You're just about level with the noise. It's just about. So it's hard going, but a very good evening to you. Right, to Richard there. I'm not quite sure the loop. Unfortunately, where I live, this area, the houses are quite spaced apart. So it's about 3 properties to the acre. Now, because of that, and it's all overhead telephone bears to everybody, wherever I go, if I describe a circle of 1/4 mile around my property, wherever I go in that space is noise. I don't think there's a shielded loop may do something. I do run. I've got the DSP, audio DSP in the rig. I've got an external DSP. I've got the BHI speaker, noise cancelling speaker. I've got the time wave phasing noise canceller. You know, with AMH I've got different aerials that I can switch over to. Richard, I don't think I can beat it. I think they got me. Sort of, it's terrible. It's got worse. At one time I could clear most of the noise with the phasing noise canceller, but that serious problem has actually gone away. I couldn't run without it at one stage due to the neighbour, but that one seems to have gone away. But that's been superseded by more general noise, and so I'm afraid one has to learn to live with it. And I rely heavily upon the SDR. Just later I've had problems that when I've transmitted I've killed the internet system. But we'll sort it out one of these days. George, thank you so much for running the net. Good evening to Sandra as well. I'll be back to you. Take care. And I'll possibly, if you're on 60 metres in the morning, you can make it then. I may well see you then, George. So good night. 73 to all stations at a copy. And I see I'm putting a cracking great signal into a green. G2OG. Radio Tonight. G4ZWA signing and listening.
G4ZWA from G2OT. Okay, Peter, not as much as a whisper from Brian, so very, very strange that. Hearing just about everybody else, you're cracking through 5 and 9 plus. Conditions are very changeable. Right, 732 Peter. I think Jeff might still be with us, so I'll let Jeff have another go. I wonder if you heard Jeff. Peter, G4FDX, G2OT. G4ZWA. I think that's about it. Have I missed anybody? This is G4ZWA.
Jeff was 10 dB over the 9, by the way, George. Good night, 73. She's right to be clear.
Yeah, 73, Peter. Have you moved next door? Okay, this is G4ZWA Tango, Stationary Radio Amateurs Old-Timers Association. Closing down, revert to my own call, which is G4ZWA Alpha. Wish everybody a very good night if they're still listening. G4ZWA listening, and then QRT.
Yeah, 73, George. I always thought inflation was rampant, but to say 74, that just confirms it. Okay, you have a happy evening, and we look forward to the next one. And this is Foxtrot 4, Whiskey Charlie Delta, just standing by on the frequency for Echo Alpha 7, Victor Papa Golf.
Can I just say, I was reasoning why I said 74. I think it was because I was looking at the 4 in Jeff's course side. 73 to you, 73 to Neil as well.
73, George. I'm just pulling your leg. Echo Alpha 7, Victor Papa Golf. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey Charlie Delta, over. No, Neil's gone to bed. So this is Foxtrot 4, Whiskey Charlie Delta, standing by on the frequency for any possible call. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey Charlie Delta, standing by on the frequency.
Mexico 0, Tango Papa.
Lovely signal. Mexico 0, Tango Papa Golf. This is Foxtrot 4, Whiskey Charlie Delta. The name this side is Richard. And the location, southwest Pond, 70 kilometers northeast of Bordeaux. Mexico 0, Tango Papa Golf. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey Charlie Delta, over.
Yeah, Foxtrot 4, Whiskey Charlie Delta. Yeah, me and you, Tony. Joins that type of, I'm not an ex-comrade, as it were, but I used to be a telephone engineer for many years, so I listen in and sort of interested in shortwave listening, as it were. So there we go. And yeah, you're a good signal. You're 5 and 9 plus. So back to you. I'm situated. Oh, sorry. Before we go back, a little town called Stroud on the edge of the Cotswold Hills, and it's a frosty night here. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey Charlie Delta, Mike 0, Tango Papa Golf.
50 Tango Papa Golf. Fox 4WCD. Okay, Tony, good signal. 5 by 9 plus 5 on my S-meter, which is fairly middle of the road. It's on the Fox Tango 101ZD, which I've had from you. So that I bought it new in 1980. It's still working well. And a good signal from Stroud or Stroud, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, since I haven't lived in the United Kingdom for 53 years. So I'm rather a stateless person, but thank you for giving me a call. I really appreciate it. And no problem, we come from similar backgrounds. I was also up the pole and down the hole in the Reading telephone
area with British Telecom shortly after it migrated from the GPO. My father used to joke, "Where's your trousers with the red stripe?" M0PPG F4WCD.
Yeah, F4WCD. I just joined just before it went from some of my old, when I joined, it was 1977 when I joined there. And some of my old plants going to get measured up, as it used to be years ago. Put my overalls on. Do you want them break or overalls? You know, and I was measured up, and it was but they all came through the slab GPO written on them, saying you were a civil servant, but up until that when it stood up, yeah, that's a long story now. Recently retired, 5 years. I'm just coming up to official retirement age. Don't go down that road because I'll get on my hard horse and I get upset about it. But yeah, I've been retired since I was 60. Good up private pension program, of course, which is radio. So we won't go down that road there, is it? But yeah, okay. My wife would love to retire over to her father retired in France and then over to Spain, but she talked about it lovingly, but would never do it because she wouldn't get away from the grandchildren. She would be a mile, 200 yards away from that. So they're 5 miles away and 10 miles away. So she would, she talked about it lovingly, but would never do it. There you go, baby. Yeah, you're a good signal. 5 and 9 flat. It's fine. So that's nice enough. So there you are. I just got 100 watts. 700 here. Out to a double antenna. Lower screw on the back of the bar tuner. And that's, we'll be able to just tweak that a little bit. And that's going out to about 50 feet of ladder line. Lunar road. Straight up on the top of the house, about 40 feet in the air or so, to an inverted V doublet. The big letters Z in the sky, because you can't get that quite so I was going to build it as an 80-meter dipole, which I know fits from tree to post in the corners of the garden, but and then when I laid it out, it's huge. But I bought and I ordered 40 meters of cable, and it was all too big. So, but I thought, I'll just leave it. And they were a bit overzealous with their measurements. I just left it. So 150 feet, 75 feet on one leg and 75 feet on the other leg. So that's what I got to get rid of Kevlar cable in an inverted V over the top of the house. So I hope it's working well and you're getting me okay. But yeah, I'm going to drop off and I need it for the bed, I think. G4ZWA, not 0, so you go Papa Golf.
Echo India 7 Hotel Delta Bravo. Yeah, the Echo India just came by. Mike 0 2PG Fox 4WCD. Okay, I note that you signed, Tony. And, yeah, well, I predate you. My apprenticeship there in the firm dates from 1962. So I predate you. And, certainly one of my early experiences was the changeover of the Windsor telephone exchange from manual to automatic. And in those days it was Strowger. And I remember standing by and the foreman counting down to pull the plug for the changeover, and the exchange roared into life and the music all blew. give you a call. And, well, I can tell you some wonderful stories about my feelings in the firm. But I was basically based in the Reading telephone area, and one of my strengths was that I knew how to work the cable fault locator, and that led me into all sorts of interesting scrapes and interesting activities. So anyways, Tony, and I understand a bit about the second harmonic, and your wife's got it right. Mike 02PG, Fox 4, Whiskey Charlie Delta is up and through with you, just standing by for the Echo England station.
Yeah, Tony, I think the station you're talking to put it back to me, but I can't hear him. M0TPG EA7VPG.
Yeah, go ahead, you come to happy.
I think I've lost you there, Richard. Go ahead with your other station.
Yeah, Roger, I'm assuming it's fine, Tony. So, Echo India, question mark, this is Fox 4WCD.
I know you're calling me in, but I just can't hear either of you now. You've both faded away, unfortunately. It's a shame because at one stage Tony was coming in to me at 40 over. Anyway, you've both faded now, so I can't hear either of you. EA7VPG, I'm clear. Thank you anyway.
F4WCD, Mike 0, 10 up the Golf. Hey, you drifted off a little bit there, Richard. You're a bit 1kc high, but I'll say 73, I'm losing it. What about 73, mate? 73. This is Fox 4WCD. Hello CQ, hello CQ, CQ on 80. This is Foxtrot 4, Whiskey Charlie Delta calling. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey Charlie Delta calling, CQ on 80. And Foxtrot 4, Whiskey Charlie Delta is standing by for any possible call. Hello CQ, hello CQ, hello CQ. This is Foxtrot 4,
Whiskey, Charlie Delta calling. Foxtrot 4 Whiskey, Charlie Delta calling CQ 80 and standing by. Hello CQ. Hello CQ, CQ on 80. This is Foxtrot 4 Whiskey, Charlie Delta calling. Foxtrot 4 Whiskey, Charlie Delta calling CQ on 80. And Foxtrot 4 Whiskey, Charlie Delta is standing by for any possible call. Hello CQ. Hello CQ, CQ on 80. This is Foxtrot 4 Whiskey, Charlie Delta calling. Foxtrot 4 Whiskey, Charlie Delta. Fox 4WCD calling CQ on 80 and standing by for any possible call. Hello CQ, CQ on 80. This is Foxtrot 4 Whiskey, Charlie Delta, Fox 4WCD. Calling CQ on 80 and standing by for any possible call.
frequencies in use. Security. Hotel Baker 3, Yankee Radio Zulu 80. Security, LO80. Hotel Bravo 3, Yankee Radio Zulu, listening 80. Security. Hotel Baker 3, Yokohama Radio Zulu, security. Calling secure. Hotel Baker 3, Yokohama Radio Zanzibar, standing by. Calling secure. Honolulu, Boston 3, Yokohama Radio Zanzibar, security. Security. Hotel Baker 3, Yokohama Radio Zanzibar 80. Hotel Baker 3, Yankee Radio Zulu, below 80. Security. Hotel Baker 3, Yokohama Radio Zanzibar, security. One station calling me, but it's very weak for me. The station with the first letter All-Star, it's a negative, not a copy. No copy, very sorry. 73, thank you. Security. Hotel Baker 3, Yokohama Radio Zanzibar. This is for a call. Security. Hotel Baker 3, Yokohama Radio Zulu, security. Hello, secure. Oh, secure. Hello, security. Calling 80, Hotel Baker 3, Yokohama Radio Zanzibar, security. Calling secure. Hotel Baker 3, Yokohama Radio Zanzibar, security.
Echo Tango wunderschönen guten Abend.
German station, try again.
Yes, okay. Good afternoon, Renzo. Here, Delta Juliet 7, Echo Tango, D7VPG, Delta Juliet 7, Echo Tango, who's up?
Hotel, you're not so strong, but I copy. Delta, Japan 7, Echo Tango. Good evening, thank you for the call. And please, what is your name? Your name, please, over.
Yes, okay, Renzo. My name is Thomas. Tango Hotel Oscar Mike, Alpha, Sierra, Thomas, Israel, Germany. 100 West feet on a short wire antenna, a 20 meter wire antenna, 10 meter off the ground, 20 meter canvas, right? 850 canvas. And the antenna is only from Delta 3. It's a 20 meter wire antenna, okay? Here's D7VPG.
Roger, Roger. Thank you very much for your quick information. Congratulations for your job. You're picking 59. I have you and mine, Smither. 59, Thomas, as your son.
Yes, okay. Looks over 20 past 9. A very, very good signal.
Oh, yeah, Roger. Thank you very much for 20 over 9. It's impossible. 20 over 9. Thank you very much. I'm running only 100 watts and mine dipole, full-sided dipole, and 12-feeder about from the ground, Thomas. Anyway, thank you for the contact. I think you are mine last contact for this year. I'm going QRT Delta Japan 7 Echo Tokyo Hotel Baker 3 Yankee Radio Zulu. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Thomas. See you. Ciao.
Okay, Renzo. Thanks for the contact. Sleep well. Sympathy here from EA7VPG.
Ciao, Thomas. Mille grazie.